Thanks for joining us today. We're going to go over how to create a contest tab for your page through the social media platform. Today, let's first take a look at an example. Now, all of the tabs can be customized with your own branding. This particular setup is part of a template that's also available to you among many others. So you can bring in your logo, you can bring in backgrounds, and then of course a picture of whatever you're giving away. But what's consistent with all the Register to Win tabs is this 1, 2, 3 step widget. And it does guide the potential fan, through the process of signing up. So first they're going to require that the person signing up is a fan of your page. And now I have already liked the page, but if I hadn't, it would ask me to first like the page. Once I like the page, then the box turns green. Then I'm able to go to step 2. Enter in my email address, and it does mention that the winner will be notified via email. The email is then stored in the platform where the tab was created. Now I have the option to share. Now I say it's an option because even though I may not complete step 3, my email address does go into the full list of emails that have participated through step 1 and 2. If I do share this on my page, when I click share on my wall, this gives me the opportunity to advertise this business's contest with my friends. I don't have to type anything out. We make it very convenient for your person that's registering, because this particular post here, which the blue text will be clickable, gives a nice description of the contest. You can definitely embellish on this. It does automatically plug in their name here, and you can customize the icon that shows up as well as any of the description here. Once I share it on my page, it then shows up on my personal page. If I decide to cancel it, I still am able to register to win because my email address does go into the database. However, it does tell me that there was a problem with it posting on my wall. And now I have the option to come back here as often as I want and do step 3 again. You can encourage your fans to do the same. So at the bottom here it does say repeat step 3 often to increase your chance of winning. This is text that can easily be changed. It can say whatever you would like. We encourage them to complete step 3 because we want them to advertise your contest with their friends as much as possible. At the bottom of each of our promotional tabs is a little disclaimer. Basically, this is saying that the information you provide will only be used to notify promotion winners and for sending subscribers company updates and announcements. So you do have the ability to include their email address in any email marketing in the future, as long as it's for your business. So let's take a look at the actual tab and how it's created. We'll log into the social media platform. Now I happen to just click on a separate tab. But clicking on the separate tab and logging into the platform is a very simple thing to do. On one tab, you want to log into your Facebook page, and then on the second tab, you want to log into the social media platform. The login information has been provided to you via email once your features were completed. The link to the social media platform is socialmedia.advantagesystemsinteractive.com. It will ask you for a username and password. The username is your email address, and the password is social2013. If you have any questions at all, feel free to contact us. So you want to come in and click on Facebook tabs, the first blue box here on the left. It'll show you any tabs that you have currently published or unpublished. But when creating a new tab, you want to click Create New Tab. Now first it's going to ask to choose a theme type, which is basically a template. You can start by clicking Blank Canvas, Contact Us. The Register to Win promotions are under Promo. It does give you a couple options. You'll notice that this template looks familiar. However, the one that I find most easiest to change is the one listed on the bottom right. Once you click on the template, you just click over here under Edit this theme, and it will take you to the tab editor. Now from here, you can hover over any of the elements and it will outline it in a dotted green outline. You then can click on it, that green turns to blue, and then the settings box to that particular element pops out on the right. You'll notice that this says that this is text. That means that this text was created within this editor, so you can easily change it. You can then highlight it and change the color. You can also change the font and the font size. And there's lots of options to choose from. If the text box is too wide and you aren't able to push it from side to side, simply grab the side of the box and move it to where the box can be easily moved. You can't push any elements outside of the white tab area. Now you'll most likely want to bring in your logo. This is just a placeholder for your logo. However, if you click on the box itself, it tells you that it's an image. And the image can be modified or you can have it linked to something. And of course we want to change this. So let's click Modify Image. It will take us to a place where we can either pull our logo, because most likely your logo will already be stored in here from any tabs that we've created for you in the past. If it's not, you can then click Upload a File, and it will ask you to pull a file from your computer. Now once you've clicked on a file, it will add the file over here on the right. You can then crop with the crosshairs, just click on the image and drag the selection that you would like to bring onto the platform. Or you can just go ahead and select the entire image and tell it to apply to the canvas. Now once an image has been placed on the tab editor, you can easily grab the corner and resize it. You'll notice if I resize it too much, it does get quite blurry. However, if you bring in an image that's very large, you can make it smaller, and that way you don't risk your image getting blurry. The platform does require that any images you bring in are less than 2 megabytes. You can also change the picture of what you're actually giving away. If you're not giving away an iPad, you can easily click on the black tab here and you can delete it. You can also click on the box and then modify the image and just bring in another picture. So for training purposes, let's say we're giving away an iPad. You can easily move the box around. You can also change the way the box or the image is sitting on the other images. Right now, this particular image is sitting on top of everything. If we wanted it to sit behind another image, we could click on the black gear and then move it backward all the way to the back or bring it forward or up to the front. If we send it all the way to the back, it will now sit behind all of the images. This comes in handy, especially when you're wanting to bring in a background image. If you're wanting to bring in a background image, we've actually provided some background images for you to use. Now I've shown you the box over here to the right, which is your settings box for each element that you click on. What if you want to add an image or a text box or another element to the tab that's not already on the tab itself? Over here, just like the settings box to the right, you now have a box over here to the left. And let's zoom in a little bit so you can see this better. The box over here to the left is your widgets box. You can add a new text box, another image, a box of color, a button, and a slideshow. And those are all under design elements. You can also add lots of other options too, which if you have any questions about these, please feel free to contact us. So let's go back to design elements. If I want to bring in another image, such as a background, I can click on image. I'm back to my library of images that I've used in the past with our platform. If none of these images are a background image I'd like to use, I can try looking in the public gallery of images. Here, there are lots of little background textures that I can easily bring in to the platform and use it as the background of my tab. So let's try this one. Now the box is very tall. What we can do is just crop a portion of this box, but let's first see how it fits as the background of our image. I'm going to click Apply to Canvas. If I zoom out by hitting Command and minus, I can see the full tab. I can drag the background up to the top left-hand corner and then drag it down. It does fill up the entire tab space, and I can easily click on the gear at the top right and tell it to move all the way to the back. And now everything sits on top of it. If I only want to have a portion of this used as the background of my tab, I can tell it to modify the background, and then I can crop out a portion. Now some of this is a little trial and error, so just select an area that you think will fit best for your background and tell it to apply to canvas. Now I just want the bottom portion of this tab to have the background. Now if you want to have a box to frame any certain area, whether it's a picture or text, you can go over to Widgets and click on Box. By default, it just gives you a square, a white square with a gray outline, and it does have rounded corners. Because this is clicked on, we can see the settings to it over here to the right. We can change the color. You can also change the border. And you can make the corners more round or less round. So if I grab this, I want this to be a frame behind my iPad contest text. Currently it's sitting on top of everything. I can just tell it to move it to the back. And now I have a frame for my text. You can also change the default text here. Change the color. Change the size. Here is a great place for you to type when the winner will be selected and how they will be notified. Now, last thing you want to make sure you do is this 1, 2, 3 widget is already set up for us, except when somebody clicks on step 3 and they share this on their wall, it's really important that you customize what the post says. By default, there's nothing in the title, and the title is what's clickable. When they click on the title, it will take that person to your tab so that they can register to win as well. So we want to make sure to be specific about what the contest is and who's giving away the actual prize. And then down here, you want to change this thumbnail image. By default, it's set up as eyewear giveaway. When I click choose image, I can go back and either find the image of the iPad, or I can just click the logo. So make sure to register to win an iPad from Advantage Systems Interactive. This is the message from the person that's actually sending it. We always leave this as I just entered to win. Now once you have your tab set up exactly the way you want it, you want to make sure to publish this to the fan page. It will not actually publish to your page until you've clicked Publish to Fan Page. However, it will save it in the document every time that you make an adjustment. You'll notice that this was saved just a few minutes ago. Here at the top, we can also change what the button is on our Facebook page. If I go back to the Facebook page here, these click here buttons are ones that have been set up previously. You can also customize what this image is by creating a graphic the exact size of this box. If I click on the Click Here button, it does give me some other Click Here buttons that I can choose in its place, or any of these other images here. If you would like to create your own, this is the pixel dimension, 111 by 74 pixels. It does have to be this exact size. Once you've set it up, you just click Upload a File, and you can find the image on your computer to make your button. We'll go ahead and select the fuchsia button here and click Close. Now you can also pick the name of your button. The name shows up directly under the button on your Facebook page. Save your changes and then choose your fan page. Once you've chosen your fan page, you can click Publish to Fan Page. Tell it to quick publish. It's just going to make sure that you've set up this correctly by choosing the name for your tab and also picking the button that you would like, and you simply publish the tab. Now you can view the tab and it will open up a separate Facebook window with your tab set up. Now what's really important when you have published your tab is to come back to your Facebook page and refresh the page. If you already have quite a few buttons here at the top, most likely your tab will be published and it will be on the second or third row of buttons. In order to move this button near the top, you would simply come down here and click on the little pencil icon, and you can swap this with any of these other buttons. You can also remove the tab here as well. You can uninstall the app. So we'll have this swap with our website tab. And now you'll see that our iPad giveaway button is here at the top. And now your Register to Win tab is ready to be promoted right away. We do have a separate tutorial that I'd like for you to take a look at, and this is also found in the social media platform. At the top of any page, you'll notice it says Advantage System Training Videos. If you scroll near the bottom, these are YouTube videos of other tutorials. If you click here, this is the one that tells you how to promote your contest, and this is telling you how to promote it on your Facebook page through Facebook posts. Now when it comes time to pick your winner, or if you'd like to see who has signed up for your contest, another great tutorial is listed here. How do you select a winner for your contest tab? This will show you all the detailed reports that the tab collects and where to pick your winner. This concludes how to create a contest tab, and thank you for joining us today.